She went through the worst of humanity: humiliation, disgust, rejection. A mother protecting her son with her own body, while people throw ice-cold water on her as if she was trash. There is a moment when Luna finally gives up asking for help. This is the story of Luna and Leo. When I walked into that alley, I saw something that changed my life forever. A mother wrapped around her child, waiting for death to take them both together. I did not know yet that this dog had a secret. A secret that would make me question everything about loyalty, love, and sacrifice. My name is Officer Miller, and this is the most painful story I have ever witnessed. Stay until the end, because what happens in the last minutes is going to stay with you. I have been doing rescues for 15 years. I have seen a lot. Dogs beaten, dogs burned, dogs abandoned to die. But nothing prepared me for that day. It was a Tuesday, 6 in the morning. The cold was brutal. Anna, our volunteer, called me in a panic. She said I needed to come right away. She talked about a mother dog that was dying. She talked about a puppy that would not survive many more hours. I got in the patrol car and drove there. On the way, Anna sent me a video. When I watched that video, I knew this case was different. Two shadows behind a trash bin, trembling, pressed against each other. Something was very wrong. When I turned the corner, the smell hit me first. Garbage. Urine. Hot. Then I saw her. Leaning against the wall, there was a dog. I call her Luna. Her fur was a tangled mess of mud and dirt. Her ribs were sticking out as if they were about to pierce through her skin. She was shaking. Not a normal shiver from the cold. It was the shaking of a body that is shutting down, organs failing. Curled up against her belly, there was a puppy, so tiny he could fit in the palm of my hand. His name is Leo. He was trying to nurse. He pushed his little nose into his mother's belly, searching for milk. There was no milk. Her body had not produced anything for days. In that moment, I understood. Luna was not there by accident. She had chosen to stay in that place. That choice was about to show me the true meaning of love. Before I tell you what happened during the rescue, you need to understand the hell that Luna and Leo went through. Anna had been filming them for 4 days. 4 days watching, 4 days documenting, 4 days trying to earn their trust. What she recorded shows the worst of humanity. Day 1, 6 in the morning, a bakery on the corner. Luna knew that place. Fresh bread came out every morning. So she waited there, sitting, quiet. Leo was sleeping in her lap. A worker opened the door and yelled for them to go away from the entrance. He threw a bucket of dirty water on them. He did not throw food. He did not offer one old piece of bread. He chose dirty water to humiliate them. To push them away, Luna shook, but she did not run. She looked back to check if Leo was all right. Then she did something that breaks my heart. She licked the dirty water off the ground. It was the only water she had seen in 24 hours. Day 2, Luna saw a man eating a sandwich. She walked towards him slowly. She did not bark. She did not jump. She only looked at him. Her eyes were saying one thing: "Please, just a small piece. My baby is hungry." The man looked at her with disgust. He stood up. He walked to the trash can. He threw the sandwich away. He preferred to throw food into the trash instead of sharing one bite with her. Day 3. A well-dressed woman walked past them. Luna tried to get a little closer. Not to beg, only to exist near a human being. The woman held her bag tight against her body and stepped away. She behaved as if Luna was a disease, as if Luna was something contagious. Luna understood the message. You are not welcome, not even on the sidewalk. Day 4. Luna did something different. She saw a young couple walking in her direction. For the first time, she blocked their path. Leo collapsed beside her. His body was shaking violently. Luna looked at the girl. The girl looked back at Luna. For 1 second, I saw empathy in the girl's eyes in that video. For 1 second, I thought someone would finally help. Then the boyfriend spoke. He said that he did not want to look at that, and that they should walk another way. The girl let him pull her away. Luna lowered her head. In that moment, she gave up. She gave up asking for help. What she did after that almost destroyed me when I found out. That same afternoon, the worst happened. A man yelled at them again. He said he was tired of seeing them there. He told them to disappear for good. A store worker threw ice-cold water on their bodies. Leo made a small whimper. It was the only sound he managed to make. Luna shook, but she did not run. She curved her body over Leo. She tried to protect her puppy with her own body. When the man left, Luna stayed there. She licked Leo. She tried to dry him. She tried to warm him. But Leo did not react anymore. Luna barked in a weak and desperate way. She pushed Leo with her nose once, then another time, then a third time. In my mind, her body was saying, "Wake up, son. Please, wake up." Then she did something that still cuts me inside to this day. She smelled Leo slowly. She passed her nose over every part of his body. It looked like she wanted to memorize her son. It looked like she was saying goodbye. Then she lay down next to him. She curved her body around the puppy. She offered the only thing she still had to give: warmth. Her own body devastated by hunger. A body that was already shutting down. That would be her last gift. If he died, he would not die alone. He would not die cold. They would die together. That was the moment when Anna called me. When I arrived and saw that scene, something inside me changed. Luna was lying there, protecting Leo, waiting for death. I looked into her eyes. She looked back into mine. There was no hate in those eyes. There was no anger. There was only one question. Are you going to pretend you did not see me too? I turned to Anna and said that they would leave that place that day. A gate opened. A man came out, annoyed. He said they were just strays. He said there were always dogs around. He said they threw leftovers, and that whoever survived, survived. I looked at Luna. I looked at Leo. Then I looked back at him. I explained that cruelty to animals is a crime. I said that denying water and food, and leaving an animal in that condition, can take a person to jail. He laughed in a nervous way and said that I was overreacting. For many people, it is always an overreaction, until the day someone is held responsible. I did not argue. Crime is not a matter of opinion. It is the law. I called the team. Anna walked towards Luna slowly. She knelt down at a safe distance. She spoke in a soft voice and said that it was over, and that no one would touch her to hurt her that day. Luna tried to stand up to protect Leo. Her legs failed. Her body could not follow her will anymore. We did the rescue the way it should always be done. Slowly, with respect. A blanket, a soft leash, steady arms. We picked Luna up first. Leo came glued to her. His tiny body seemed to say, "If she goes, I go. If she stays, I stay." I did not leave either of them behind. Anna cried. I cried too. At the clinic, the diagnosis was brutal. Luna weighed about 18 pounds. She should have weighed around 55. Severe malnutrition, critical dehydration, deep anemia, hypothermia, worms, systemic infection. The veterinarian looked at me and said that the situation was very serious and that he could not promise anything. Leo was in even worse shape. He was 1 month old. He weighed about 2 pounds. He should have weighed around 4.5 pounds. He could not control his own body temperature. He did not respond to simple stimuli. The next 48 hours would be decisive. They started fluids, antibiotics, and controlled heating. Luna did not leave Leo for a single second. Even weak, barely able to lift her head, she insisted on staying close to him. The team decided to do something beautiful. They placed Leo's incubator next to Luna's bed. This way she could see her puppy. She could smell him. She could lick his tiny paw through the opening. After 24 hours, Leo opened his eyes. He looked at his mother. For the first time in days, Luna wagged her tail. It was weak, but she wagged it. 1 week later, Luna started eating on her own. Leo started drinking formula. They gained weight. They gained strength. They gained life. 2 weeks later, Leo barked for the first time in a real and strong way. Loud, full of life. Luna looked at him, and she smiled. Dogs do smile, and Luna had every reason in the world to smile. While they were fighting for their lives at the clinic, I had another battle to fight outside. The scene at the bakery would not leave my mind. The bucket of dirty water, the getaway from my door thrown like it was normal. The next day I went back there. This time as an officer. I asked for the security footage. I recorded everything. I identified the worker who had thrown water on them. Right there at the counter, between bread and coffee, I made it official. I explained that this was not only about not liking dogs. This was cruelty. Cruelty is a crime. The bakery owner tried to laugh and said that it was an exaggeration. He said it was only a dog. I did not argue. I called the health inspection. If empathy does not weigh on some hearts, then the fear of fines and closing the place can at least weigh on the pocket. Dirty water thrown on an animal at the entrance of a place that sells food also becomes a sanitary issue. Everything noted, everything documented. Meanwhile, at the clinic, the team had found something on Luna, a microchip. When the number was entered into the system, the name of her former owner appeared. Address, phone number, history. That was the hardest part. Luna was not just a street dog. She had been registered as an emotional support dog. She had been trained to calm crises, to lie down beside people in panic, to hold with her body those who could not handle the weight of their own mind. She had already been medicine for someone before she was thrown away like trash. When I reached the former owner, the rest of the story came out. Luna had lived in a comfortable apartment, a bed, good food, a trainer. The person used Luna as emotional support. After a period of depression, then she became pregnant. Instead of spaying her, instead of taking responsibility, the solution chosen was cowardly. Put a collar on her, put her in the car, drive to a distant area, abandon a pregnant dog on the street. Luna gave birth alone, on the sidewalk. No blanket, no shelter, no affection. He knew she was special. He knew she had already helped someone stand up again. He knew there was a newborn puppy. Even so, he turned away. Sitting in front of my desk, he tried to justify himself. He said he had no money. He said it was only a dog. He said he thought someone would pick her up. I listened. I wrote everything down. I explained calmly that abandonment is also cruelty, that abandoning a sick animal, a pregnant dog, or a mother with puppies is a crime. The case was opened. The report was filed. For the first time, the person who treated Luna's pain as disposable had to answer for it. What hurts me the most is this. Luna was an emotional support dog before she was thrown into the street, even broken, even starving, even soaked in ice-cold water. She kept doing exactly what she had been trained to do. Help someone hold on a little longer. This time that someone was her son. She no longer had a human to care for. So she took that entire role and placed it on a puppy of 2 pounds. She was his emotional support until her very last bit of strength. That is why when I saw Luna after the adoption, lying beside a child's bed in silence, I understood that her story had come full circle. Today Luna weighs around 57 pounds, and little Leo is no longer that tiny piece of life. When the family adopted them, they did something symbolic. They kept the name Luna, but they decided to give Leo a new name. They started calling him Theo. The mother in the family said that now he would have a new story. They did not go to just any house. They went to a home where there was already a wounded heart. A girl of 9 or 10 years old, anxiety, panic attacks, sleepless nights. After heavy bullying at school, she stopped talking to almost everyone. She spoke little with her therapist, even less with her parents. With the world, almost nothing. On the first day, Luna walked in slowly. She did not jump. She did not bark. She did not invade. She climbed onto the sofa. She rested her body next to the girl. She let out a deep breath. It was as if she was saying that she understood fear. That night, for the first time in months, the girl slept without medication. Luna lay beside the bed. She stayed on the cold floor. She watched every change in breathing, every move. On the third night, the girl woke up from a nightmare. Scared, crying. Luna climbed onto the bed carefully. She lay very close. The girl wrapped her arms around Luna's neck. She begged her not to leave. Luna closed her eyes and stayed. In the next therapy session, the psychologist asked how she was feeling. The girl thought. She lowered her eyes and said that she still felt fear, but now she had Luna. The dog that had once been treated like trash on a sidewalk had become the safe place of a child that the world had also hurt. And Theo became something else. He became a voice. The father of the family created a profile for him on Instagram and TikTok. Theo the Rescue. At first, the videos were only silly moments. Theo running around the house, stealing socks, tripping over his own paws. Every time the family told a part of his story, the videos exploded. People said they cried while watching. People asked how they could help other dogs like him. Theo started to work, not as an exploited animal, but as an influencer of hope. He appeared at the shelter. He licked the faces of dogs that were still in kennels. He lay down beside scared dogs. He showed new beds and full bowls that arrived because of donations. Every time Theo's videos were shared, they turned into food. They turned into vaccines. They turned into spay and neuter surgeries for invisible dogs. One day, one of those videos reached me. Someone tagged our rescue organization. When I saw Theo's face on the screen, I recognized him right away. The look in his eyes was the same as before, when he tried to nurse from a mother without milk. But now there was something else there. Safety, trust, a simple joy from someone who discovered that life is worth living. I can handle it because I do not see only the suffering. I see the entire line, from the cold alley to the warm bed of a girl who can sleep again, from the dirty puddle in the street to the video of Theo helping to fill the bowl of a dog he will never meet. Luna was not supposed to be alive today. Theo was not supposed to be alive today. But they are, because one person did not look away, Anna, because a system decided to act, and because people like you did not hit skip when you could. Right now, while you hear my voice, Luna is probably lying in a bedroom, helping a girl fight monsters that do not show up in any exam. Theo is probably appearing in another video, helping another abandoned dog to be seen. On many corners of this country, there is still a Luna shaking from the cold. There is still a Theo without a name, waiting for someone to choose to see. If you made it this far, it is because you chose to see. You are not like the others. You stopped. You watched. You cared. This is the beginning of real change. Subscribe to this channel. Share this story. Every new person who hears about Luna and Theo may be exactly the person who will save the next invisible dog on their street. Luna taught me that true love does not give up. Theo taught me that pain can become purpose. One day they were ready to die together. We chose to give them life. Now they help keep other lives going. The rest is up to you.